Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So let's begin our session with a wonderful quote. As said by Stephen Hawking, the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. So, for starting a new chapter of learning, I, Namneet Kaur Grover, being your host for today's event, wants to extend a warm greeting and good evening to all of you present here. I hope you all are doing amazing. On behalf of the whole SEMS family, I welcome you all to today's session on the topic responsible AI and how can use it for our productivity. And to add our guest of honor and today's speaker, Ma'am Kanmani Suresh Kumar. It is a great honor to have you with us, ma'am. We are grateful for your presence. Now, let me introduce today's speaker to you all. Ma'am Suresh Kumar is not just an ordinary marketeer, but a captivating storyteller and public speaker who breathes life into brands and transforms businesses. With a flair for communication and a mind filled with innovative strategies, she ignites audience and unlock marketing potentials. Prepare to journey beyond conventional boundaries as she unravels the secret of the marketing universe. Now, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, hello everyone. A warm good evening to everyone. My first question is, how many of you using Chat GPT in your daily task? I hope everyone does, right? Yeah. So many of us already have daily interactions with artificial intelligence, from predictions for traffic and weather to recommendations for TV shows you might like to watch. What is next, right? So, as AI becomes more common, many technologies that need to be AI enabled may seem inadequate. It's common, right? So now AI systems are enabling computer to see, understand, and interact with the world in ways that were unimaginable just a decade ago. These systems are developing at an extraordinary pace. So what is the thing is, how we are using that AI in day by day, we are using that in everyday manner. But how we are using it, that is the important question. Yeah, please interact. Please answer me. I'm so excited to meet you all. So I just want everyone to talk with me, to ask me the question, and to answer me if possible. Okay. What's the thing is? Despite these remarkable achievements, AI is not infallible. It will make errors, right? Because it's just a machine, no. One interesting thing I just want to share you. Everybody here watched the film, The Terminator, right? So, what's the theme of that a film? What will the thing flashing in your mind while you hear the term, The Terminator? What will be you think when you hear that word? It will be definitely the rise of the machine and the war between humans and machines. But think like this: what if Skynet is not invented? What would happen while Chitty is not getting that red chip? So the AI controlled missions will be our best friends forever. But how? It is the important thing that all in our hands. So the AI controlled missions is our friend, but what is the thing is how we are handling it, how we are making the relationship with the AI. That is the important question as of now because AI is emerging and the developing one comparing to the last decade. Even last 2 years before also, it's not a big topic, right? But when the generative AI, the chat GPT introduced it, you can get to know what are the benefits we can have from the artificial intelligence in a day by day manner. But one thing, we everyone should admit that there is a common misconception about the artificial intelligence that machines play the central decision making role. But it is not actually. The machines can't do the decision making. But who are the central person to make the decision? We are humans. You agree? Yeah. So we are the one who feeds the information to that artificial intelligence in real. So the people who design and build these machines, and that person is the real decision maker who gives the inputs, who feeds the input to the machine, to the that artificial intelligence. We are giving the intelligence in the way of a lot of things. Our interest, in the way of what we are watching. Day by day, you people are using the social medias, even Facebook, Instagram, everything works under algorithm and it is controlled by AI, but not completely decided by AI. So, what is that responsible AI? We should, everyone should know about the term responsible AI. What is responsible AI? Responsible AI is the practice of designing, developing, and deploying AI with good intentions. Developing AI requires an understanding of the possible issues, limitations, or unintended consequences. Future, but we know what's happening in today's world, what are important, and what are the things will get biased if we are feeding the input to the machine, because it's just a machine, it's just an artificial intelligence who which is controlled by us actually. So if you are giving the inputs in a normal way, like imagine a scenario, you are talking to your friend, what will you tell to them? Hey, hi, what's happening in the world? You will ask like that, right? Because that person having the emotions and feelings and he knows what happens in the world. But the artificial intelligence in your hand, the chat GPT, it's your chat GPT, you're signing up. Technology is a reflection of what exists in the society. So we are talking with our friends and explaining what's happening, what's going on, because he knows the world. But the artificial intelligence, the machines are not knowing what happens in the world. Especially if you are using a generative AI with your login or with your sign up, you are starting to training your model. It will shows the results or output based on your interest. Even if you are searching the video of the cooking videos in Facebook, it will take the AI will learn, the AI will train about what's your interest, right? In metaverse, you are seeing this scenario day by day. Yeah. So technology is a reflection of what exists in society. And you know that only 35% of global consumers trust AI. It is being implemented by organization which is safe for all common purposes. But the balanced people, the 65% of world population doesn't trust AI completely. They are caring about that. What will happen if I'm giving all my interest, all my training to that module? What will happen? They are tensed about their privacy, actually. But it's happening. But what is the way you are training your AI is the important thing that comes under the responsible AI. And without good practices, AI may replicate existing issues and biases and amplify them. Can you imagine if you're asking for a video in ChatGPT to create about any trending topic without giving the complete data about that? What will happen? It will imagine on its own because it's thinking machine. So it will take anything on their trained model, right? So it will take and it will comparing that, it will imagine that, it will collapse that, and it will give some of the undesired outputs. So we should be responsible for that artificial intelligence. That is called as the responsible AI. So it is a practice actually. So what are the benefits of responsible artificial intelligence? It is minimize unintended bias. Like I said, if you are giving the data without giving the complete details to the artificial intelligence, it will get confused actually, like us. And it will ensure AI transparency, that artificial intelligence will get the data in a transparent way, means it will give the desired outputs. And it will create opportunities for employees on day-to-day task. If you are making an email to respond to your colleague or your customer or your prospects or your boss, it will give the lot of opportunities to expose your talents. And it will protect the privacy and security of the data also if you are giving the correct instruction to the artificial intelligence. And it will benefit clients and markets because it will predict what will happen in the market. But if you are feeding the good intended inputs to the artificial intelligence, it will get the data or in the positive side, and it will not replicate the bad sides, but it will shows, it will predicts and will give you the awareness of the bad things what will happen in the market. So and after that, Google plays a important role. It already introduced bard, like but it is on the training model, right? It's a training model, and we are training that actually. Hope everyone knows that we are training that Google's AI model. So what are the 7 important principles followed by responsible AI by Google? Artificial intelligence should be socially beneficial priorly. It will help you, it will help me, it will help the world. It is the first principle followed by Google. If you are putting any of the unintended and undesired data in Google, it won't take it. I hope you everyone made a hands-on on bad, I think. And what is the second is AI should avoid creating or reinforcing unfair bias. And what's the third is AI should be built and tested for safety priorly. It's the important thing actually. And AI should be accountable to people, to everyone, because everyone is involving in the AI world. Day by day, it's increasing. And AI should incorporate privacy design principles, which people are scared about that. And AI should uphold high standards of scientific excellence, actually. And last but not least, AI should be made available for users that accord with these principles. That is important. That comes under the responsible AI, actually. So this is the definition of responsible AI. But how we use it for our productivity, we will give very good internet data to artificial intelligence, to chat GPT, to generative AI, to image processing AIs, and voice recognition AIs, everything we will give a good intended unbiased inputs to them. But how we will use it for our productivity, that is the important thing. Because we everyone run behind our career, we just want to be exposed, just want to be in a good phase of the career, we decide for that, right? So AI is helping us in nowadays, and we are developing that, we are developing with AI. So how we can use it for our productivity, our day by day productivity? So AI can be incredibly helpful in many ways. The way that most people use it to make tasks easier, it is great at that, but you can use that's more valuable. We can use AI to respond to an email, to help plan a project, to convert text to HTML mark, to turn a document into a presentation, to make immersive social post. But what is the question is how we are using it? Let's play a game. Email a colleague about when you are free for a meeting. That is adequacy or excellence? Yes, right. That is adequacy. So respond to a sales inquiry email. That comes under adequacy or excellence? That comes under excellence. So what is the main difference of excellence and adequacy is if you are giving a if you are making a scenario and you are giving a thing to to the people who are in control with you, it is called as adequacy. And if you are giving a email to your colleague, if you are making a meeting with your colleague and you are mailing for that, it comes under adequacy. You have adequate details about that, and you can give a mail in your way. You don't need anybody's help for that. But if you are talking with your customer, talking with your prospect, you don't know what will happen in the mind of that your prospect. So you will imagine a scenario in a very positive way, and you will create a mail to admire them, to impress them. That comes under excellence. In this both ways, A will work actually. So if you are not giving a complete data to the AI, what it will do if it having adequate details in the pre-trained model, it will create a scenario and it will give maybe a desired output or undesired outputs. But if AI will get a lot of complete data, what's in your mind, if you are transferring that to AI, it will give an excellent output. So in this way, we can use AI in a very productive way. So when you are writing a prompt, or a prompt which is nothing but giving instruction to ChatGPT or any generative AIs, you should consider these two terms which affect our productivity. Think about this. You are writing an email to your boss. You are giving prompt that write a catchy body of the letter about sales forecast to mail to my boss. And imagine the another scenario also, like a farewell note to an employee which expresses gratitude. So, what's the most major difference in these two prompts? In the first prompt, you are not mixing the emotions or feelings. You just give a command to the AI. It will consider what will be the perfect line, what will be the adequate detail to give a sales forecast. It will not mix up with any feelings or any touching points or anything which is important to a salesperson or a marketer or any career person. But that in the second scenario, you are mixing up emotion. You put the gratitude and your farewell note. It will in that way we can use the responsible AI in our day-by-day productivity. So you're a responsible person to teach your pet, I mean the artificial intelligence, to understand where you're standing in the real world. So here comes to the point, the different approach to AI prompt writing. As I said, if we are write a body of the letter in a catchy way, write a catchy, attractive subject line. Yeah, I see. Okay, audio is not clear. Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, but sometimes your voice is breaking due to network issue.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, it's okay, it's all right, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So we are using ChatGPT or anything in a day-by-day manner. We are giving prompts. Yeah, we are giving instruction like write a catchy subject line or write a catchy body of the letter or write a prompt for me or write anything or give me details about or write a paragraph to post on LinkedIn or any social media. But about the different approach to A prompt writing. Create, like C stands for the character. That's the role you want ChatGPT to play. And second is R. That's your role. You are requesting that AI to give me this, give me a sentence or whatever. So, and after that, you are giving examples. Like if you are inspired by a social media post, you are taking that subject line and you are taking that example in your mind and you are crafting a prompt to explain AI with an example. That is easier for AI to know what's in your mind. And additions, adding some tweaks to make more interesting. Like if you are inspired by the social post, you are adding some points from your point of view. So if you are giving the prompt with that point of view to AI, it will think in a streamline with you. And T, type of output. That's how you want the AI to deliver your response, the desired output. And after that, last but not least, E, extras, the other works, like tune the video or make it a crispy way or make it elaborated way. So these all comes under the extra terms. And you should be the one explain all this to AI. You can confuse at this point. Artificial intelligence is the one which helps us. Why you are telling that you we want to help that artificial intelligence? See, we are working together actually in this world. How you are working, the artificial intelligence is also working. If you are not getting complete data about your company, you can't align with your work. That's the same way artificial intelligence work. If you are giving the data, if you are thinking what you are thinking to the data, to the artificial intelligence, then it will get the idea of what you are thinking, what do you want, anything. So it's a win-win policy. If you are giving the data to the artificial intelligence, it will give you the desired outputs. So the conclusion is you and AI is working together to get productivity, better productivity. You both should be land on the ground. You both should be work on that. Work on what you want. So organize the work together, buddies. Actually, so it's your work. You know the importance of the work and the deadline of the work and the output you desire. You should give knowledge to AI by organizing the work. But how? Imagine you are making reels to post it on your social media platforms. So what will you do if artificial intelligence is not nearby? If you are not using artificial intelligence, what would you do? You will research. If you are doing in the digital marketing, you will research what is the trending topic now. So you will research. So if you are working with AI, you should be also do the research. Then you can get the better productivity and better desired output of which you deserve. So research. You and artificial intelligence together have to research on what you want. Define the points. That is completely your job. You should define what you want. You should define what's your expectation to AI, because artificial intelligence doesn't know what you want. You should teach it actually. So outline the main points. You should leave that to artificial intelligence because you need that. That's why you are approaching AI. So it's completely the job of artificial intelligence. So it helps you on this way. And write a script. It's your both work actually. You will assist AI, and AI will assist you. AI will give you the points. You will shorten it or elaborate it because you know the reality. There's a lot types of AIs actually. You can make a only chat with them. That is called as chat GPT, that open AI. And if you want images, if you want you can mix the artificial intelligence to the reality. You know about the mid journey, I think. So a lot of AIs are there, generative AIs. It will imagine and it will give you what's your desired output actually. And voice generating AIs, voice over AIs, a lot of things that you can see. Day by day, it's evolving actually. So what is the second another point? Edit the script. That's your sole responsibility because you know what is needed and what are not needed. But AI can't know that. And come up with the video titles in the final way. Both emotional touch needed means you and AI should work together to get the emotional touchy video titles for that reel. And write video description. That is also coming by. You both have to work together on that. So in this way, if you are working to make a reel, definitely you will get the reel in a very positive, possible, and desired way. So once you will try in this way, I hope you can understand how we are using AI in nowadays. What will we do? We are giving a command to that AI. Hey, write a sentence about this and make a code. Write a code. We are giving a blend input to AI. So we are not getting a desired output. I hope everyone met that scenario. I think in the beginning of the artificial intelligence, in the beginning of the chat GPT. And even nowadays, what people are doing, a funny thing, they are talking with ChatGPT and they are talking with in the same way to Google. Google is the search engine, right? It's comes under also artificial intelligence. But we are commanding, we are actually commanding the AI. But that's not the way it works, right? We are working together in office. We are working with a colleague and we are in a mutual relationship. We are giving input to them and they are giving the input to us. We are helping together. In the same way artificial intelligence works actually. If you are giving a good intent output, yeah, how we decide that the data provided by AI valid or not. That's why I'm telling you should work together. If you are giving the data in a very adequate way, the artificial intelligence will be trained on that, so they can understand what's your the next thing you want. For example, if you are trying to say to the chat GPT, write a farewell note with not giving much details, but it's not giving a desired thing you want. You are not satisfied with that output also. You just want to regenerate it. On that try also, you're not happy or you're not convinced with that output. So what do you think? Okay, fine. Well, let's try the another prompt. And this time, what you do? Write a farewell note with some elaborated point which expresses gratitude, which expresses a sad thing. If you are adding some points, so you will get a desired output maybe. So if you are giving the input to the AI in a very adequate way, the data, the output given by artificial intelligence will be valid. If you are not giving the details to that, you can't actually. For example, if you are typing, we need to feed the machine with a holistic, and of course, that is the theme of this meeting. For example, imagine the scenario: Twitter, what Elon Musk, what have did now, he changed the logo. But some years before, the previous owner of the Twitter also changed the logo. It's already updated on everywhere. In every artificial intelligence machine, on every search engine, it's updated. That is their work actually. So if you are giving the prompt to ChatGPT, tell me the things, tell me a sentence to put on a LinkedIn post about the changes of the logo of the Twitter. If you are telling that, it will definitely update you the details about the last change of the Twitter, because I didn't give the adequate detail to AI, right? Then I add some points in a prompt, like give me the details or tell me the details or write a sentence about the latest Twitter logo change of Tweetbird to X by Elon Musk. So this is the elaborated and detailed prompt. So in this time, I'm getting the correct output from AI. What it will give? Elon Musk changed that. It's a very simple logo. He's backing toward the times. He don't need a graphic designer to design this logo, whatever. So we are getting these kind of outputs from AI because I give the correct details to artificial intelligence this time. So in this way, we can come to know the data is valid or not, right? So coming up to the end, you are the person who designs AI in day by day manner with your gadgets. So you are the responsible to deploy a responsible AI. You are the person who decides the future, whether it is with Skynet or whether it is with Chidi. Um, Thank you. I'm so interested to hear from you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful session.
Yeah. So I got a one question. What about the authenticity of the data? Should we trust it? We can't trust it. Actually, we can't trust it. That's why we both should work on that data. That comes under the terms of responsible AI. Actually, we should give the data, we should validate the data, we should use the data in a very responsible way. We should train our AI in a very trustful way, in a very possible way. So, if we are doing this in a day-by-day manner, we don't have to face the Genesis. We don't have to face the Skynet in future.
Wow, what a wonderful knowledge given by you, ma'am. I hope our audience learned many new things from this session.
Thank you.
Artificial intelligence has become an integral part of our lives, transforming industries and the way we work. However, it is essential to use AI responsibly to maximize its potential for productivity while minimizing potential risk and challenges. It was very effective for our audience, ma'am. Again, thank you all for joining us, and thank you, ma'am, for joining with us and sharing your experience, your precious time and knowledge with us. There are few questions which our audience want to be answered. With your permission, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right. So the first question is, what steps can organization take to maintain user privacy and data protection by leveraging AI to boost productivity?
Mama, can you please repeat that, ma'am?
Sure. What steps can organization take to maintain user privacy and data protection while leveraging AI to boost productivity?
Actually, if you are thinking about the privacy of the data taken by the organization, comes under this the same thing only. Actually, like how we say, if we can conclude this, like the privacy steps or a lot of day-to-day activities of us can be monitored by a lot of AI machines, like our phone, right? So how we are using that, it is the important thing. It is the right step to take the safety of our privacy.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, how can responsible AI contribute to the automation of repetitive tasks and free up human resource for more strategic and creative endeavors.
So comes to this point, if you are using that responsible AI, you're not only the one using the AI, everyone, each and everyone in the world using the AI. So if you are using it in a very positive way, all the things, all the automations will be in a very perfect way. We are using AI in a very spreaded way in everything actually. Even medical medicine side, medicine field also they are using that in a very elaborated way. Even now we are watching the videos that AI is operating a man. It's doing artificial intelligence doing surgery, right? So if you are doing the automation, if you are using it in a very positive way, the automation will be possible with the AI in a very positive way. So we should train the model. We should train the model in a very, very positive way. So the automations comes in a very positive way. Even we are using that in a nuclear energies also. We are in upcoming days, everyone will be using that. It will be evolving day by day. So the automations or whatever will be aligned by that responsible AI. That's the important task we should do on a day-by-day manner. Actually, the organizations also. That is why people are scaring of that. Actually, that's happening in the world.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all for attending today's webinar. And if you have any additional question, you can contact us by email or telephone. We are happy to provide additional support to you. Please follow our social media and subscribe YouTube channel for new learnings.